Today, on Starfield Essentials, I show how I create characters for play and testing. This is useful for anyone who wants to quickly create characters for specific gameplay scenarios, such as playing Watchtower. I'll explain my process, then the rationale for it. My name is Richard. Let's get started. My process. Here is how I create new characters in Starfield. I prefer to use the SKK Fast Start mod by SKK Mods. It's available for free on Creations and Nexus Mods. There are other options, which I thoroughly covered in my Fast and Alt Start mods video. When you first start the game with SKK Fast Start New Game, you will see a menu like this. For the Constellation option, I chose 2. This unlocks all Constellation companions for recruitment, but doesn't make anything else mandatory. I leave the other options as the default because they are not important to this process. My character will appear in the lodge next, and I don't worry about the loadout. For character background, I always choose Bounty Hunter. It unlocks level 1 of piloting, targeting control systems, and boost pack training. These are core game skills. For traits, in this example I chose Alien DNA, Extrovert, and Terra Firma. Alien DNA provides more health and oxygen, which is useful in the early game, but penalizes healing items. Terra Firma provides another boost to health and oxygen, but only in ground scenarios. I fight less frequently in space, where it has the opposite effect. Extrovert provides another oxygen boost when running with a companion, which is something I always do. For my personal playstyle with a general character, I'd probably replace Alien DNA with Empath, which gives a combat boost if I have treated my companions well. I might also use Wanted to encourage more encounters with bounty hunters. If I wanted to unlock more content, I would choose Dream Home, Hero Worshipped, and Kid Stuff. After completing character creation, I appear in the lodge. It's important to save and exit the game, and then reload. After reloading, I open a console and enter COC MQ Unity to immediately go to the Unity. If you're on Xbox, you could use something like Trigger NG Plus Restart and Variant Universes by SKK Mods to have the same effect. Why immediately go to Unity? I found that some of the mods I play or test open more content if the player is already recognized as Starborn. The easiest way to attain that status is to just immediately jump to Unity. After going through Unity, SKK Fast Start permits the character creator to reopen. I leave everything as it is in this case. Yes, guy, no clothes. I will keep your name. And we'll see the menu here pop up. Again, I will choose Constellation Option 2. However, I make sure to enable Loadout 6, which keeps my Starborn ship and suit. These are useful and also help me remember that this character has been through Unity at least once. Next, I run upstairs to my room in the lodge and execute a series of custom scripts. These scripts accomplish the following. They raise my character to level 60, mainly for shipbuilding. They accomplish research that I prefer for crafting and outpost building. And they add preferred weapons, gear, and extras. The gear scripts rely on mods I created to provide equipment with specific characteristics. One of the limitations of my mods is that I haven't figured out how to equip a boost pack with the balanced feature. To achieve that, I drop the newly acquired pack on the floor and use another console command to add the balanced feature. So here's how you do that. You have to scroll through and find the Armo value, and then you're going to do a, in this case, ff01b4a7.amod, and then you give it the value for balanced, and that is 3e612f. And now if we swing away from the pack and we swing back to it, you'll see that it has changed from basic boost pack to balanced boost pack. And now with the boost pack the way I want it, I equip it. And here I'll go through and equip each of the pieces of my equipment. As you can tell, I really like the vanilla bounty hunter look, although I do have some other, well, I have the first uniform in there. That's what I like to wear without an armor suit. I also like the, I think it's the red pirate captain gear, although I think I also have the gray pirate captain gear. And you can see that I have some non-standard items in there. I have a specially modified lightsaber that I created using a mod of my own. Basically, I just modified somebody else's mod to make the lightsaber be an EM lightsaber so I can stun enemies and not destroy them, which I think is something that the Jedi should follow. So now my character's all set, and I'm going to change it so that when the character is wearing armor in a habitable area, that is hidden, And I'm also storing items that were carried along in the process of running these scripts. I'll throw those into either storage or my ship's cargo. Now, with all that out of the way, the next thing I like to do is I run a script that transports me directly to the Red Mile. Why don't I fly there? Well, at this point, I still have I guess I do have the Starborn ship, but it's just easier to go straight to the Red Mile because I don't like to use either the Frontier or the Starborn ship for these custom characters. In fact, what I'm doing here at the Red Mile is acquiring the ships that I built, and you can take a look at my video on keeping your ship with Creation Kit to see how I built a mod that has my ships. So I go in to talk to Lon here, get past his dialogue, and I'm going to purchase my ships. I purchased 2 ships, and I added credits earlier. That's how I have enough credits in order to buy them. But I purchase a vehicle, and that way I'll have access later on when I have other mods that'll have access to my vehicle. White Wolf, this is my primary ship, and I have enough credits to purchase it. And the second ship that I buy is Slayer. This is another ship that I have purchased, or that I have constructed in the Creation Kit and have added as a mod using Ship Vendor Framework. After stowing gear in my ship's cargo, I fly off to Paradiso, where I will find Astrid at the bar, and I always recruit her right away.
Do you mind? Save the small talk. I'm not here for idle banter. About time. What is it? I'm not a pack mule.
And after hiring Astrid and convincing her to join my crew, I give her the proper equipment, which in this case is the first uniform and the Settler Adventure Hat. And with those 2 items equipped...
Later, if I must.
She is ready for action. Finally, I return to the interior of my ship and add some mission boards and other conveniences. To accomplish all of this, I had the following installed: SKK Fast Start, 4 custom mods for my level boost, research, and gear, all Trilogy lightsabers, Trackers Alliance, the Vulture, and Incapacificator 3000 for custom weapons, Copycat Duplicator and more buildable mission boards for ship conveniences, and Astrid. And that's it. And if you happen to notice that Torrid was standing there, this is from when I had to rebuild my mission boards. So I guess it's not strictly the only mods that I had loaded at this particular time, but you get the idea. Such is the life of a YouTube video creator. Next, the rationale. Why do I do all of this? First, I do not attach as much importance to characters as some other Starfield players. For me, the character is just an avatar through which I experience the game. It doesn't really matter to me which character is experiencing an encounter. At the end of the day, I'm the person in the loop. Second, this process lets me create a clean character with a minimum of mods. I try a lot of different Starfield content. While there are cases where I need an absolutely vanilla Starfield character, in most cases, this process is sufficiently clean. I end up with a character who has a really small save file and almost no imprint on the Starfield universe. This lets me run other mods and not expect that something I did in a save several months ago might be impacting the current play. What about the Unity? This process of immediately prompting a trip to Unity works really well, although I had one surprise when I recently finished Watchtower. My process creates a character who has no Starborn powers, but who is a Starborn. This can be a problem if you need to use a Starborn power for some reason. However, it's easy enough to add a Starborn power via console command. You can use creations like the Cheat Terminal or Ramtech on Xbox to do the same. What are the drawbacks of this approach? I would prefer an easy way to make characters members of factions or be marked with quest completions. For example, it would be great to create a character like this and have them marked as already having completed the UC Vanguard quest. I have looked at some mods and some approaches for achieving this, but I haven't added anything to my regular process. If you have experience with these concepts, please feel free to leave a comment. It would be amazing to have a character creator that allows a player to create a character with fully customized experiences and equipment. Let me know if you share that dream. I hope this video has helped explain my process. I used the character made in this footage to play Watchtower, which I will review soon. Thank you to all my subscribers. please consider subscribing to show YouTube that you enjoy positive and honest Starfield content. Special thanks to all channel members. I hope you're enjoying our private Discord server. If you'd like to know more about membership, click the join button on the channel. There's no obligation. I use your contributions to pay for drives for captured footage and to buy creations to review. What have you been doing in Starfield? Your insights make this channel a place for positive and honest discussion of the game. In addition to videos, I also post to the community tab for this channel on a daily basis. If you subscribe, you'll see these posts in your YouTube feed. If you made it to this part of the video, please leave a comment with the name Kane. And if you know what that means, let me know. Also, remember to ring the bell icon and select all notifications. Check out my other videos, and please tell your friends about the channel. My name is Richard. I will see you in the Starfield.